Joining us now is Jamil Jaffer, founder and executive director of the National Security Institute. Thank you so much for being here, sir. So how concerning is the threat of Russia? Some are saying relations are worse than they were during the Cold War.
Well, Kelly, obviously Russia has acted aggressively to its neighbors, invading Ukraine. We've seen this in the past with Georgia and the like. We've also seen Russia expanding its efforts in the Middle East, in Syria. We've seen them get involved through the Wagner Group in Sudan. So Russia is around the globe expanding its footprint, trying to distract its own people from its challenges at home by adventurism abroad. That obviously causes problems for the United States and our allies, particularly in Europe, as we've seen with Ukraine.
And another growing concern, of course, is China. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is there right now meeting with China's president, trying to mend relations. But Blinken says China is not ready to resume military-to-military contact. So what do you make of that statement? How consequential is it? And what do you think it'll take to bring China to the table militarily?
Well, it's clear that the Chinese continue to remain aggressive with the United States. We have extended an olive branch. The president has repeatedly spoken about the need for a thaw in relations. But the Chinese have continued to press aggressively against the United States. You saw just a week and a half ago a Chinese military vessel cut in front of a U.S. and Canadian military ships conducting freedom of navigation operations. We also saw harassment of a U.S. airplane over international airspace by a Chinese fighter jet. So we're seeing the Chinese continue to get more aggressive. What it's really going to take is for them to recognize that the United States is not going to continue to accept this kind of behavior. And so what the Biden administration and what the Trump administration before it did, which is to continue to put pressure on China, is the right answer. And lifting up on that pressure, removing it without any response to the Chinese would not be the right move at this time, Kelly.
So, Jamil, what is the threshold? What does success look like for Blinken before he leaves China?
Well, obviously getting the meeting with President Xi was a good sign. It wasn't clear that was going to happen. That's the step in the right direction. Now what we want to see is, will the Chinese agree to lower the temperature? Will they stop going across the Taiwan Straits, threatening our partners and allies in the region? Will they stop harassing U.S. military vessels? If they'll come to some agreement there might be some room for the administration to negotiate. The challenge, of course, is the Chinese have shown no willingness to do that to date.
All right. And we know China's president visited Putin in Russia a few months ago. What do you make of the relationship between those two superpowers?
Well, obviously deeply concerning. You saw President Xi and President Putin talk to one another in front of the cameras, with President Xi intentionally telling President Putin in front of the cameras that the world is seeing changes the like of which it hasn't seen in 3 decades. And we, Russia and China, are at the forefront of those changes. That's obviously deeply concerning for the United States and our allies, who see Russian aggression in Europe and Chinese aggression in the Indo-Pacific. Very concerning, this continuing tie-up between these two adversaries, the United States and our allies.
All right. Well, we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Jamil Jaffer, thank you, as always, for joining us.
Thanks, Kelly.